The most meaningful dreams don't always center on material achievement. In them, love, legacy, and family are themes that carry over into subsequent generations. People all throughout the country were moved to tears when Kelly Ripa revealed that becoming a grandfather was Mark Consuelos' greatest desire. What she said wasn't the only thing. That was her way of putting things. The glimmer in her gaze. Her voice betrayed her emotions. The unusual look at Mark's personality. The hopeful, doting man who is prepared to welcome the next lovely chapter in life. A more profound tale, nevertheless, lurks beyond that sweet confession. This one is about learning to age gracefully, about loving one's family no matter how short their time together is, and about the permanence of genuine love. The thing changes with time. Keeping reading, you will discover that the prospect of becoming grandparents evoked a range of emotions, from laughter to tears, and that Kelly and Mark's next dream could serve as a reminder of what is truly important as we age. Alright, we can get started. During a morning show segment, it started as a casual conversation. The inimitable Kelly Ripa was regaling the audience with tales of family milestones, time passing, and the maturation of her offspring. She then said it almost casually. Mark excitedly anticipates being a grandfather. Everyone in the studio laughed, except Kelly. She glanced down for a second before smiling gently. Something soft and unspoken was conveyed by her expression. It was as if she were painting it. As Mark embraces his grandchild, the cycle of life begins to spin again. Additionally, she mentioned that he frequently discusses it. As a grandfather, he plans to lavish his grandkids with lavish attention, he says. That was lovely. Coming from a place of profound love, its simplicity made it a heartwarming gift. The kind that can only be achieved after many years of spending quality time together as a family, experiencing good times and bad. Everyone was taken aback by Kelly's subsequent revelation regarding Mark's profound significance of this dream. What it does reveal, however, is a deep truth regarding the fact that we all age. Mark wants to be a grandpa for more reasons than simply interacting with kids and giving them candy, as Kelly pointed out. Consistency is key. According to her, Mark has always prioritized his family, but she believes he has a new perspective on the matter now that he is older. He longs to impart not merely material possessions, but also moral principles. That resonated. The perspective changes for a lot of people as they reach that life stage. You start to worry less about the things you've created and more about the things that will stay after you die. Mark often talks about passing on his love of Spanish to his future grandchildren, Kelly said. He also plans to share stories about his boyhood in Spain and New Jersey, as well as images and recipes that have been in his family for generations. She said he hopes kids might find a sense of belonging by remembering their roots. You could see she thought highly of him because of that as she spoke. Mark wanted to calm down and plant roots deeper than celebrity because he felt the world was moving too fast. But there was a sad truth to that ideal that Kelly acknowledged she wasn't emotionally prepared to accept. At this time, no. Kelly couldn't help but giggle when she recounted Mark's grandfather's dream. Her voice, though, had an undertone. The realization of how mature our children truly are hits me, she added. Michael, the eldest, is currently 27 years old. This is Lola, who is in her mid-20s. They have one college-aged daughter, Shwa. There is less noise in the house now than there was when it was full with teenagers being rowdy and laughing and talking late into the night. Kelly has spoken clean about how she feels both proud and unprepared whenever she thinks about her children having children. A part of her still feels like she's raising them, she admitted. Many parents may relate to this sensation all too well. That feeling you get when the page of a book you thought would never turns. Still, Kelly managed to find thankfulness despite her fragility. She reflected on the many small moments they shared, such as telling bedtime stories, playing rough on each other's knees, going on family vacations, and witnessing Mark's excitement about becoming a grandfather. Mark informed Kelly one night that he wanted to be a certain kind of grandfather, and it left Kelly dumbfounded. It also shows a part of his personality that isn't widely known. According to Kelly, one night over dinner they were planning for the future, discussing retirement, traveling, and slowing down. Afterwards, Mark made a memorable but simple statement. He expressed his desire to be an attentive grandpa who isn't preoccupied or distracted when the time comes. Our grandchildren will remember me as someone who never said no, no matter how busy I was. Kelly claimed she was so moved that she had to get up from the table. According to her, he didn't say that. In an emotional and heartwarming moment, Kelly Ripa shared a deeply personal side of her relationship with Mark Consuelos, one that melted hearts across the world. During a recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, Kelly opened up about Mark's heartfelt dream of becoming a grandfather. In her candid and loving way, she revealed how Mark's longing to experience this new chapter in his life was a profound emotional journey for both of them. The couple, who have been together for over 2 decades, have raised 3 children: Michael, Lola, and Joaquin. Their family dynamic has always been an important part of their public personas, and the love they have for each other and their kids is something viewers have always admired. But it was Mark's dream of becoming a grandfather that particularly struck a chord with fans and viewers. A loving reflection on family. Kelly Ripa is known for her candidness on the air, but she truly went above and beyond when discussing her husband's dream. She spoke not just about his desire to become a grandfather, but also the profound emotions he feels as he envisions this next stage in his life. Mark always talks about how excited he is to one day become a grandfather, Kelly said. She went on to describe the way Mark's face lights up at the thought of future grandchildren, giving a glimpse into his soft, loving nature that so many don't get to see on a daily basis. It's clear from Kelly's recounting of these moments that Mark's desire for grandchildren isn't rooted in just wanting to spoil them with toys and affection. It's deeper than that. It's about wanting to pass down the legacy of love, values, and memories that they've created as a couple and a family. As Kelly continued, she explained how Mark's dream stems from his own childhood, where family bonds were paramount. For him, being a grandfather would not just be a personal joy, but an opportunity to build new connections with the next generation. The tenderness of fatherhood. Mark Consuelos, a proud father, has always been vocal about his love for his kids. He's been an integral part of their lives and remains an active and present father figure. But this desire to become a grandfather brings out a new, tender side to his personality that fans of the couple may not have known. In moments like these, it's easy to see why Kelly and Mark are such a beloved couple. Their connection transcends the typical celebrity dynamic, and it's evident in the way they speak about their family, especially their children, and the thought of future generations. The thought of becoming a grandfather reflects a sense of continuity and the hope of watching the next chapter unfold. Mark's longing for grandchildren shows a vulnerability that many fathers and men experience but often don't express publicly. It speaks to a deep-seated desire for legacy, family, and the joy that new generations bring into a family's life. This kind of insight into their family life is rare in the world of celebrities, where privacy is often a luxury. Yet, Kelly and Mark have always remained transparent with their fans, making their moments together feel incredibly intimate. Fans melt at the heartfelt dream. Kelly's revelation about Mark's dream has had a huge impact on their fans, many of whom couldn't help but melt at the thought of the couple growing older together, surrounded by the love of children and grandchildren. Social media exploded with fans sharing their own stories of becoming grandparents and the joy that comes with it, many expressing how they could relate to Mark's dream and what it meant for their own families. The love and joy that Kelly and Mark's relationship exude have inspired countless others, making moments like these even more touching and meaningful. It wasn't just fans that responded with warmth. Kelly's co-hosting partner and husband, Mark, had his own emotional reaction to Kelly's words. He spoke about how his dream of becoming a grandfather is not just an aspiration, but a reflection of the incredible bond he shares with Kelly and their children. His response showed how deeply he cherishes family life and the legacy he hopes to leave behind. The power of public vulnerability. What truly stands out about this moment is the vulnerability that Kelly and Mark have shown in sharing something so personal and tender with the world. It's not just about the dream of grandchildren. It's about the authenticity they bring to their roles as parents and spouses. Kelly's candidness about Mark's emotional dream opened the door for many to see their relationship in a new light, not just as two beloved TV personalities, but as a couple with hopes, dreams, and the universal desire to grow their family. This moment also reflects the power of sharing moments of vulnerability publicly. In a world where celebrity relationships are often scrutinized and analyzed, Kelly and Mark's decision to be open about their dreams and family life has resonated with their audience on a human level. The fact that they are willing to show a softer, more tender side of their lives only makes fans appreciate them more. Conclusion. Kelly Ripa's recent comments about Mark Consuelos' dream of becoming a grandfather beautifully highlighted a tender and touching aspect of their relationship that many hadn't seen before. Mark's desire for future grandchildren showcases his deep love for family, and it's clear that this dream is about more than just the joy of grandparenting. It's about legacy, love, and continuing a beautiful family tradition. As Kelly and Mark continue to share these heartfelt moments with their fans, it's no wonder that they remain one of the most adored celebrity couples in the industry. Their love story is one of authenticity, connection, and emotional depth, qualities that make them truly special.